Aloha Scorpio, and welcome to Moana's Divine Readings, and I am Moana, the Hawaiian Gypsy. Welcome to my monthly reading for career. This is actually my first one doing careers, and I also do a collective every month for the whole, like all signs, for the collective. And when I do my collective monthly readings, I just pull the energies from the Mayan Oracles, the Isis Oracle deck, and then the Hawaiian Healing Intentions deck as well. And I just kind of get like the energy for the month, and then I take those energies and I bring them into every reading, like this one, for career. And I also do a love reading as well, and I do the same thing. Basically, I start off with these readings, the love readings and the career readings, with a general reading for the overall general, and then I go into each individual sign. So the link for the general, which will explain the cards that have already been set up, they're all explained in the general portion of the readings, which I'll have a link below for you to so you can go over there and check the general overall energy, and that's going to be for all signs, and it explains the moonology and then the karma cards. Now, if something comes up, then I may like go into some of the cards, but for the most part, I don't go in them because I've already explained the general part. Now I'm repeating myself. Anyways, you get the idea. So we're gonna move right into the reading. The one card I will bring up though is the overall energy of the general reading, and that is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so that's basically the Ace of Swords coming into April, looking at clarity and kind of like clearing the way, and a lot of truth and illumination coming out. So for you, Scorpio, I'm getting that was very significant for you. I think there was a lot. You may have known a lot of what's going on under the surface and stuff. That's kind of a really good deep gift of yours. However, I'm getting you're feeling, a little. You're feeling, the benefits of all the situations going on, of the fact that you are feeling that clearing away and everything. So I'm getting kind of a really good vibe for that. Now, things are still not easy for you. Of course, these are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate, so just take what resonates. But the energy that's coming in to my reading here tonight is that I am still getting a bit of an anxiousness, an unsettledness, still not a lot of uncertainty, and it's just kind of an unsettling energies, which is okay, and it's normal, especially what we're going through. And these readings are actually being done on that pink full moon energy, that super moon that we just had coming out of Libra. So going forward, Scorpio, just continue with the intuition. That's also one of your gifts, and everything's going to work out. Whoops, sorry, I just kind of banged the camera there. Everything's going to work out, and just hang on to that. That's where the space comes in. All right. And, so basically you want to stay committed to your purpose here. You have a very important purpose and going to be very significant, especially to others around you going into the future. So yes, you want to stay committed to your mission, and, you want to be creative, moving forward. Not that you haven't been, but there's going to be that kind of idea of creativity, of stepping out of the box. So you might want to kind of look even further, even deeper, to places where you normally wouldn't look, to see if there's anything else that you can tap into, which is going to be very, very important. So being really creative with your spirituality is going to be very, very significant. All right, so now we're going to be clarifying with the Egyptian Tarot for your particular sign. And right off the bat, overall energy, we have the Four of Wands. So that's a beautiful card that has been coming out. So, this is uh, for career readings and moving forward. And it doesn't mean, there's not going to be love significant, because you do have a deep heart. However, Scorpio, I'm just going to lay down the cards while I continue talking. However, Scorpio, I am getting that you are feeling, love kind of growing in the air there. However, we're going to focus on the career aspects, and what I'm kind of getting, what's kind of coming through, is that they're almost intertwined for you. So your love and career are almost kind of like on the same path, and I think it just boils down to elevating that your own self, matters of the heart, and that's going to be very important. So right away, so a few of the signs I've been kind of reading for, they've been getting this kind of attraction. So, and I get that kind of with you, Scorpio, getting a lot of magnetic attraction, and starting to really work together with people, and of course I'm getting your intuition, your judgment, and also that discernment is spot on for you. So I'm not kind of worried about those things, because I'm really feeling it's coming through the energies that your intuition is really spot on, and you're knowing who to work with and not to work with. So that is awesome. A good energy to connect with is Ish. He came out for the monthly collective, and that's why I'm bringing him into this reading. He's a jaguar heart, and he is that spirit animal that can go between both worlds. So that's a star glyph, the Mayan star glyph, that represents that jaguar, that he can slip, and he does everything in the night. So basically, he does everything in the darkness. So if he's seen during the day, that's a good symbol, and it's a good sign. And so, but basically, he also he connects with the magician energy, and so with that being said, he basically can manifest anything, anywhere. So that's why he can exist anywhere, because he's true to himself, but he always aligns himself back to, his divine spiritual energies. So that's going to be really important. So the only thing that's coming through is continue to be connected. I know it's kind of easy for you on a lot of in most occasions. However, sometimes we can lose sidetrack, especially when we get into the emotions, and you're the deepest of the water signs, so we want to make sure that those emotions are not taking over. Again, this is not going to resonate with all. Just take for those, just take that message that resonates with you. And I don't know why I'm really kind of my speech is kind of really off today. I don't know if the energy today, but or there might be a bit of maybe for some of you out there, there might be for some reason this hesitancy to express, which is not usually not a typical for Scorpio, but for some reason there's something going on that's really deeper even for you, and that's where this Ace of Swords energy is really, really important for you, Scorpio. Is just keep focusing on what's clear, and that's why I'm getting with the Jaguar heart. It's very pure. He's very clear. He knows who he is, and I'm getting a little bit, maybe that's that bit of anxiety I was kind of getting in the beginning of the reading, is that you're feeling, maybe a little out of the water, if you will, which is not normally bad. Well, I don't want to say the word bad, which is not normally abnormal or uncomfortable for you, because, and even though Scorpios don't really go too much into the water, but there's something about your environment now you're not recognizing, and And even though basically what the message coming through is that even though you're in your typical environment, you're feeling out of place with that. You're not feeling like you recognize this. You're not feeling at home. Basically, you're feeling like you're a stranger in your own land. That's what wants to come out, and that's kind of like what's creating a lot of maybe conflict or challenges, within you. So and that's kind of like maybe, you kind of like looking at yourself. Okay, wow, trying to reassess. Okay, who am I? What are my gifts? What's going on? I'm not recognizing these things, and so a bit of like trying to tap into it. So now, and I'm getting that's where the creativity is coming in. So yes, I think it's a good time now, Scorpio, for you to explore different avenues, different places you haven't been to. That Star Trek theme, boldly go where no man or no Scorpio has gone before. So, so that's the main thing that's coming through that I am getting. Again, not going to resonate with everybody. Um, so just take that message for those it resonates with. And so basically the Hawaiian spread, you hear manifest on earth, your subconscious self, what's going on in there, and then what's coming through from your divine self. So we're going to start with you, and we already have, okay, so that's kind of making sense. And this is why I was kind of getting already with that Four of Wands. Even though good things are coming, a lot of commitments are going to be up-leveled, upscaled, I should say. And a lot of things are growing for you, especially with coming into working with other people. There's going to be commitment. People are going to actually follow you. You're actually a natural leader. You're a fixed sign. So you make things very clear. And I guess that could be also why you're questioning, the situation's going around you at the moment, your environment, circumstances, all that. But it's because it's this change that is elevating you up to the next level, which is really good, and it's really time for you to own that. And it is Four Wands also talk about that great celebration, community kind of thing, and you are coming to a whole new foundation that is like brand new, even though it's stable. It's still kind of making you a little unstable feeling. So just trust, go with that faith. And so a lot of some of your uncertainties coming from this whole kind of, how do I want to say, Three of Swords. We all know Three of Swords is like that heartbreak, but I'm getting like, the question is where's this heartbreak coming from? And I'm getting like some kind of like, there was a deep hurt, but it was through like an unexpected betrayal, I guess. That's kind of like a strong word, but it's almost like too, you're having trouble trusting people, because right now, I guess, maybe like the circumstances is really, again, that Ace of Swords showing light onto a lot of a lot of like people's hearts as well, like who's really going to have your back. And I guess it's like there's been a couple of surprises of like, wow, that person just kind of turned away from me, and they weren't really there when I needed them, when I've been there for them. So a lot of that kind of disappointment and that type of betrayal. So not necessarily somebody really stabbing you in the back, but it's kind of a betrayal where it goes a little deeper in a way that, here you have built some really strong bonds, and you're really starting to see that those bonds were not really what that, let's say it this way, that person, portrayed them to be. So somebody portrayed like, oh yeah, I got your back, we're best buddies, we're, BFF. Probably, and this is, I'm getting, these are friendships or relationships. Could be within the family, it could be within romance, that is coming out a little bit, like that kind of partners. And these, like, and I'm getting these relationships that you've been in for a very long time, like over like maybe close to 10 years, or something over 5 years, basically. Again, who that's not going to resonate with everybody, but and that's why I'm getting it. It's like this family kind of feeling, like they may have been your friends, but you guys built a strong bond, and it turned into from a friendship to a family, relationship. So that's how deep that relationship went. And then now with the circumstances, you realize, oh my goodness, that person really didn't have, they really didn't invest into this partnership, with me, that I've invested in them. Like, I'm ready to go and, go to war for them. And here they are, like the one little thing goes wrong and they're out the door. So that kind of disappointment is coming through, and it's really creating, this kind of conflict, and this kind of questioning, like, who can I really trust? I need people to have my back. And especially moving forward, because things are being elevated. So it is a much more important scenario that you're coming into. And it's important to know who you can take with you, moving up, because you really need to be able to have trustworthy people around you that are going to support you. They're there also to support you, not just what they can receive. All right, so next coming out is the Fool. All right, so what Spirit is saying, again, it's just what we talked about: commitment, creativity, and faith. So the Fool, he's all about all those three things. So that's a beautiful card coming in, crossing energies. So you are feeling like, you know what, just let it go. Sure, take your time to mourn if you need to. And I say mourn because it is like, if it's a death of a relationship, a death of a bond being broken, that's all changes. So, it's that type of death, that we talk about when we lose things, and you may have had a few tower moments, but Spirit is saying, hey, this is all for your highest good, because you are being elevated, and it's going right into your career. Okay, you may have like these matters of the heart, which has been affecting you, questioning what career choices going into moving forward. But now Spirit is saying, yes, sure, you need to heal those wounds, and it's going to really, lift you up and raise you up. Basically, that moving you up and forward, going into the future. All right, and so Spirit is saying yes. So basically, as soon as you're ready, and you're ready, I feel you're ready, you're strong, you know what people are like, Scorpio. I think you have the gift of more than anybody to know, those deep matters of, spirituality and the dark, the dark ways and all that. My words are not really coming out right, but you know what I'm saying. And Spirit is saying, yes, we have faith in you, and we know that you got this. And so, yeah, just let go. Have fun. The Fool, he trusts. He knows where he's going. And you know where you're going, even if it's intuitively. So coming from, we have the Four of Swords. And I kind of saw that in the shuffle. And that's good. So, yeah, you are going through this quiet time. You are healing, and you're doing this deep healing, and that's why throughout this deep healing, it's time for you to be creative and moving forward. Like, okay, well, I've healed this. Now how can I take basically take these lessons to move forward? Like, do something new, because it's all about brand new energy. We're letting go of everything in the past, how we did things, how we lived our life, what jobs we had. And it's like we're letting go of all that and being creative as to how we can move forward, especially in career and finance and jobs and all that good stuff. Entrepreneurial, if you've just been, working for a company or something, maybe it's time for you to be your own boss and, create something brand new. Like, it's just really good time to be very creative, especially with this pink super full moon in Libra. The healing is begun, it's happening. And we're bringing closure, because that's balancing the scales of justice. So it's really powerful energy. But with this, our creativity, that chakra is opening up and moving, and it's rising up within us, and you know, it's lighting up the rest of our chakras, aligning us with our divine spiritual self and the divine spiritual energies, and we're, you know, we're ascending, you know, and we're becoming stronger in our spirituality, and that creativity is just growing. So it's like you may have already had dreams and or already had, you know, ideas and stuff that are like, wow, that is cool. So yeah, trust this part for sure, and just go with that. You know, the Fool, he'll just go with it. You know, he won't really even question it because he already knows his path. It's all innate. It's all in there. He doesn't have to think about it. It's already been planned out, and I'm going to do like a Rambling Mike thing, tapped in, turned on, tuned in. I don't know if you watch Rambling Mike. I just put out my candle. But anyways, so that's really cool. So he knows his path. He knows who he is, and he knows that he can just walk forward even if he can't see exactly what's in front of him. And then coming from the higher divine energies, we have the Four of Pentacles. That is so beautiful. That's beautiful because to me, that's basically holding on to your values, holding on to your family values. Not necessarily, you know, for some of you may have a wonderful family, and sure, you learn great values and you're holding on to those, and absolutely, but some of you may not have had such perfect family values, but you learned your own, because family is really deep in your heart, Scorpio. You carry your children on your back wherever you go, so you have deep rooted family values, and just again, you know who you are. That's what the Fool is all about, is he knows who he is 100%, no question. And so Spirit is saying, yes, trust that. Be committed to your own values and virtues. You know what they are. And you don't have to let anybody have to tell you. And if you didn't have, like, let's say, a good upbringing, and, you know, the best upbringing, and those, you know, the family that you're in didn't have the best family values, then it's like you had to let that all go. You know, have that tower moment, break it all down, and then rebuild. And that's what you've done. And you've done a fabulous job. And keep those. Even if anybody's trying to tell you different, you know who you are. You're walking your path. You're walking your walk. And there it is. Here's the star. Star card coming out from on the position of hidden energies. And what's really nice is from the general read, it's clarifying the Six of Pentacles, which is that balancing. And now is the perfect timing because that's all this Libra energy, justice, balancing the scales of justice, and then there's hope, and of course that's having that faith. But what Spirit wants you to know is they are alive within you, but also too is connect with that part of yourself, because you are your own shining star. You have the energies in you, and you're very spiritually gifted. You're very spiritually awakened, and you're very spiritually connected. So Spirit is saying, yes, Scorpio, take these values, take these family values, and put them into this new adventure and career and job or entrepreneurial. And then the energies that are in the position of what's being acknowledged is the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, absolutely, right? Absolutely. So that kind of goes with the Four of Swords here. You are right now in that time of finishing up, bringing closure, finishing up, healing the wounds, but you know you're still doing that meditating, calm space, inner work, and you're manifesting abundance with the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, things are a bit of a pause, and that's good. But I'm getting that you're comfortable with that part right now. You're just kind of a little bit feeling a little bit questioning of what is, you know, coming into the future. And especially when it comes to career and finances and stability, but Spirit is saying no, you don't need to question that. You are manifesting abundance, because the Seven of Pentacles can talk about reaping the rewards of the work that you put in, right? Planting the seeds, nurturing those seeds, and And then, you know, now just waiting for the crops to flourish, to come to fruition. And Spirit is saying you have done what you needed to do, and continue to, you know, finish up your healing work. And so don't worry about the rest, because it's going to be manifested and it's coming into abundance. And so we're just going to do a clarifying card from the Aset Egyptian Oracle, and you have Hathor. That's beautiful. Love and music. So yes, again, a lot of creativity. Actually, some of you might be musicians. Some of you might know friends that are musicians that you're supporting. But music, I'm getting music is going to be very important for you, because music is the emotional body. And being a deep water sign, that's going to be very powerful for you. So yes, but it's a lot of creativity. Whatever your creative gift is, do it. And if you have that favorite song, listen to that favorite song while you're, you know, meditating and stuff, to uplift you, to connect you again to that creative part of yourself, you know, that creative chakra. And of course, love. Yes, that's all that family, that nurturing. And then a couple of cards from the Soul's Journey. And we have, health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Perfect. So yeah, family is a lot of like that manifested physical substance. So yeah, as you're healing the wounds of the heart, you know, you're going to be wanting to make sure you take care of the other aspects of yourself. Balance your emotional energies with the physical energy, because sometimes when our emotions get, you know, hurt and really deep and wounded, we neglect that physical aspect. So maybe for some of you, guess this won't, again, it won't resonate with everybody. Maybe you have neglected a bit of your physical health. So now's the time to be doing that, and just go into what you feel you need. Again, I mean, we're all taking the precautions that are, you know, being advised, but also make sure you're tapped in to what your physical needs are, and also do that as well. Again, I'm getting a lot of not to listen too much from external advice, but listen more with your internal advice. You know what you need, Scorpio, and you know what to do. And oh, there it is, grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Right. So basically, those are the lessons. So basically what you have learned, okay, that has strengthened you. All this deep wounds, it was for your highest good, and it was to lift you. It was to have you become who you're meant to be. And so that was very, very, very important. And we're just going to have one more notes from the universe. All there is to love has been there all along. Oh, beautiful message. So again, even though you went through, and I have a feeling for some of you, maybe most of you, whoever this resonates, you went through a lot of deep night of the soul, a lot of pain, and you're coming out of that. The sun is shining for you. And I saw a sun card in the pre-shuffle. So yeah, a lot of joy is coming ahead, and it's really manifesting through your new venture, moving forward into your career and job or entrepreneurial energy. I'm getting a lot of you, you're natural leaders, so I'm getting a lot of you are going to go into that home, own your own business. And entrepreneurials, they're very creative. So yes, so the love, even when you went through that painful time in your life, Scorpio, the universe has always loved you. There was always love surrounding you. All right, and so I hope that helped. I'm going to leave it there. I'm trying to keep my readings a little short. I can get a little talkative. But Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that. Lots of love. You are awesome, very powerful, and a lot of good energies. I look forward to, seeing you thrive. And so I will leave it here for now. And you have a wonderful month of April. And look forward to seeing you next time. Aloha, keika'i, keikahi. Love one another.